Hello and welcome to the Centurion's Corner, and today we are going to be doing another custom and another Luke Skywalker fix-it-up episode, and it's the Bespin Luke. Now obviously I've got this guy in the 40th anniversary. They did update his face sculpt into this kind of, well, 10 times better than what the original release was. However, I'm still not happy with it. This is my favourite Luke Skywalker. This is my favourite outfit. It's always been that way. And I was just really disappointed when it came to the head. It just didn't give off that kind of Luke vibe. Times I look at it, it's fine, but other times it just looks like a very sort of starry-eyed, kind of just someone just looking out into the beyond, rather than sort of someone that's sort of a bit of going into a fight with Darth Vader. So what I'm going to do is change his head, maybe his hands. I bought this the other day on in-demand toys for $9.99, which is a bit of a steal. Obviously I've already got him. I've reviewed him in the double pack with Yoda. So we're just going to change him over with this head on here, because I think this head looks a bit more Luke, looks a bit more sweaty, a little bit more kind of sort of like fighting Vader kind of esque. Maybe swap over the hands to match the skin tone. I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to like it at the end of the video. So all we can do is try, and if not, I've got another Luke for another time for a bit more fodder, or I've got another head here for another time or whatnot. So let's go and see what it turns out like. So here we go. Just get a bowl of hot boiling water, or just hot water. Just soak them in for a little bit. Just loosens up that plastic, so we can easily just pop off those heads off those ballpoint pins. So unfortunately the actual pin still stayed in Luke's head from the Dagobah, so just putting it back in the hot water and pulling it out with the old trusty fork. Using the Dremel, we're just going to make that hole a lot bigger so it can actually go over the pin of the Bespin Luke. Once happy with it, just keep taking it off, putting it back on the head, just to see how far you need to Dremel down. I pretty much Dremeled as far as I could, so I couldn't go any more. The actual ball point was quite high up in the head. Next up, we're just going to dunk their hands in, so we can actually take off the hands and swap them over. Once the hands are removed, what we're going to do is just put them into Vaseline, fill up the hole with hot glue, and with the Vaseline over the hand, the hot glue is not going to stick to it, but it will stick to the figure, so we still have that rotation. As a bit of a bonus, from my General Grievous that I just reviewed the other day, it actually comes with Ket Fisto's proper lightsaber, so it just needs a little bit of a custom and a bit of TLC to it, and finally I can finish off my beloved Ket Fisto figure. So here he is, all finished and completed, and I must admit it is 10 times better than it was before. It's not perfect, but it's definitely a lot better than it was before. Just re-looking at this head as well, like taking it off and just even placing it on other bodies, and even just placing it on the body that we swapped over with. Yeah, it's out of proportion, but it's not a very good sculpt at all actually, and I think I was just trying to lie to myself to enjoy it over the last year, but no, it's definitely not one for me. But however, this scene here, just completely looking at this part with the hair, the actual detail in that hair as well, I haven't touched it up or anything like that, it's just literally exactly the same. And yeah, just that iconic scene, and it just really transcends just through that head alone with Darth Vader. So having a closer look, it's just, you can see that the actual colour is slightly different to the actual face itself. I could touch this up, but my skin tones are not that great. So if I did anything more to it, it would actually probably cause it to look even worse. So I'm just going to keep it as it is. The head is slightly smaller on the actual body itself, but I don't think it's too bad. I think if it was a smidget smaller, it would look awful. But yeah, it would be nice to be a bit bigger. It needs to come down a little bit, but I have dremelled so much that I'm actually into his hairline, and I've even cut back the ball joint slightly as well, just to give it that little bit more lower down, but it didn't add anything to it at all. The hands are slightly smaller, but they actually match the skin tone of here, so it's not too bad. And yeah, it just absolutely looks really good, and I think he's actually come out trumps. Obviously the other figure that we have done is my absolute all-time favourite Jedi character, which is Fisto. And now, thanks to General Grievous, we have updated his lightsaber, coloured it in that silver and everything like that, with the little black lines at the bottom down there. And now he actually has his official lightsaber rather than this monstrosity. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Nice little quick updates for you. I hope it inspires you. I mean, whether you take up this idea or not, but you could actually probably put it to some other figures, or other figures that you think that you want to design, swapping hands and changing heads and all that. You can just blend this to whatever means necessary. So thank you once again for joining me in this one. You can comment down below. You can follow me on Instagram, where I'll be posting more pictures of these beloved figures. Also down in the description you'll see my merchandise store. I receive a small part if any purchases are made, and it all helps to the channel. And also you can subscribe and ding that bell so you never miss an episode again. So until next time, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.